if you're just starting out and you don't have case studies, what can you do? So Maria, this is something that we specifically cover in the IC. If you're interested in taking the next up the IC and asking about just hashtag IC, we do stuff like this all the time and specifically deal with people who don't have case studies, because we literally give you like 15 case studies that you can white label. But I'm just assuming that for your answer, you're going to say 0 case studies. And so the end result is like you really don't need case studies, previous results, or experience to land a client. Like that's just it's incorrect. Your brain freaks out because you don't think you're good enough. You don't have a plan. So you're saying, "Oh God, I need a case study." Like all of a sudden, if you had all the case studies in the world, like you'd be rich as shit. And it's not true. It's fundamentally at the core incorrect. You don't need previous results, experience, or case studies to land a client. What you need, come on, here we go. You need to show them a plan. And this is part of the 3P process. This is like one of the ways of selling when I'm expert driven, which relies on expertise and improves sales experience with case studies. Another one is like just have more stuff to sell and white label everything. But last is the 3P process. This is how like accountants like sell stuff in a way that makes a lot of sense. This is how everybody gets their start. If you're sub 20K a month, you're probably not going to get wins by magically getting a case study. Like it's not how it works. That's a lie in the industry. And everybody that's like over 20, 30, 50K a month, like they're relying on case studies, but they didn't have them when they were starting out. So Maria, I'm assuming like you're sub 20K a month, you need to be doing this. The first is you need to make sure that you have got a problem, process, and a promise. This is the 3Ps. Let me just write this out now. 3Ps to selling when you don't have case studies. Again, Maria, we give everybody in the IC a bunch of case studies so we shortcut their learning curve. If this is something you're interested in exploring, we've got 2 more slots and then we close out the cohort. You can just hashtag IC and Brett will reach out. But this is, where does it go? Here we go. So the 3Ps to selling when you don't have case studies. And this is how you break into new niches. This is how you get new business. Most times, like leaning on a case study will ultimately make your client disappointed because it's like, oh my God, I didn't get the result this guy got. Everything is bad, stuff like that. So let me just go ahead and here we go. So the problem inside of the IC is something called onboarding docs, where we ask 10 to 15 questions. So our client knows that we understand their problem. This is how accountants get business. This is how doctors get business. This is how lawyers get business. They literally sit down with you for 5-10 minutes and say, all right, I'm ask you a series of questions. Just answer them truthfully. And we'll know if there's a problem that I can solve. If there's, I'll show you how to do it and tell you how much it costs. Great. So like your lawyer is going to say, so what happened? Your doctor is going to say, what hurts? Your accountant's going to say, how much do you owe the IRS? Something like that. And secretly inside of those 10 to 15 questions, you're quantifying the problem. You're making clear that they don't have a solution. You're seeing how much it hurts. And if this is like $1 million problem that they should be solving and spending money with you. So we ask onboarding docs, 10 to 15 questions. So your client knows that we, the agency, understand their problem. Again, if you have case studies or previous results experience, you don't have to do this as much. But usually when you do, somebody's like more open to the idea of hearing your pitch and you can develop a USP very quickly or something like that. So Mr. Johnson, after looking at these onboarding docs, I definitely think I thoroughly understand your problem. If you'd like, I can show you behind the scenes of how a high-performing marketing campaign works, how much it costs, and when you can get started, called the Wallet Out Ready by Button Seat Customer Campaign. Are you interested in learning about that? Yes. Cool. So now you've got somebody saying, let's talk. I want to do some business. Let me just go ahead and check and make sure the stream is up and running. Something flickered. I don't know where it went. Where is it? Where did BeLive go? Oh, here we go. All right, cool. So we're still up and running. So then we show them the process. I have the Wallet Out campaign, the named campaign, the brand name, whatever is just don't call it Facebook ads or Google SEO. Like, don't use the tool. It's not going to work. Don't use the tool. Instead, have a cool name. So I've got the Wallet Out, ready to buy, but in the seat, customer campaign. The 7 steps behind a high-performing marketing campaign. Mr. Johnson, this is kind of like going to the gym. You go once, everything is okay. You go twice, everything gets better. You do all 7, all of a sudden you're ripped with a 6-pack, right? So you want to do the equivalent for your business. And then we show them the 7 steps. You can look at the Alex Chilinsky interview I did last week. You can look at Alex Chilinsky's masterclass. You can join the IC and see me actually pitch with the whiteboard behind my screen. I can't show you that. That's some like AskCon stuff, but the Wallet Out Ready by Button Seat customer campaign. Here's the 7 steps that we take you through. This is our process. This is what works. Mr. Johnson, now that you've seen how we run our high performing marketing campaigns, is this something you're interested? Can you see how it grows this business? Would you like to know how much it costs? Blah, 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 blah. And Mr. Johnson, I'm the only person in the industry with a promise and a guarantee. I promise you'll get 30 customer opportunities a month, every month from the day your campaign goes live. If you do not get 30 customer opportunities a month, every month from the day your campaign goes live, I will pay your next month's bill. I will take money out of my pocket and pay my team to run your campaign for another 30 days. And if you don't get 30 customer opportunities that month, I will pay your next month's bill again. And that will continue until you get 30 customer opportunities. You fire us or we fire you. What are you thinking? Or when do you want your results? When would you like to get started? Blah, blah, blah. If you have this, you do not need pre-results experience or case studies. But if you don't have this, your brain freaks out and says, oh my God, I need a case study. So Maria, I hope this answers your question in a way that's like repeatable and very clear. If you don't have case studies, pre-results experience, you have to sell the 3P process. This is how it'll work. By the way, as a side effect of having a 3P process, your confidence in your program will shoot through the roof, like massively.